Hello, YouTube. This is Attorney Colin Nguyen reaching out to you once again. I would like to talk to you about a topic today dealing with how to pick a good attorney, otherwise known as a lawyer. I'm going to go over 5 things that I think you should be looking for when you're trying to hire an attorney to try to achieve whatever goals that you're trying to attain. And it's actually going to be in order. I think what's the most important and then the least important down. I think the number one thing for me, if I was looking for another lawyer who's going to represent me in whatever thing I'm trying to accomplish, I would say energy. I would need somebody who has energy, has life, and is motivated. And you can just tell when you talk to people that they have this energy with them. They're not like sluggish. They're not like they're really like really engaged. It doesn't have to be off the wall type energy, but you need energy. People need energy to get things accomplished. We need everything in this universe needs energy to be moved. So if you want to accomplish a goal, you need that energy, that fire, that passion to kind of lead you or achieve whatever things that you're trying to attain. I think for me, that's hands down number one. Number two, trustworthiness. And that's kind of a lot of people, that's pretty clear and obvious. You need an attorney who's straightforward with you, who will tell you the truth if you have a good case or not, or who would tell you your probabilities. Or sometimes even myself, I tell my clients like, look, I know you want to know everything. I know you want me to guarantee stuff to you. And quite honestly, I'd be lying to you if I was guaranteeing stuff, because there's no way, especially depending on what stage you are in a case, when you first meet with me, you tell me all these things. And I can try to do some research, but I need to see further evidence to really give you what truly is my suggestion or what I think will happen. But ultimately, I don't guarantee anything, because I think that's not the right way to go about it. I will give you the probability, the chances of things happening. I would also need enough evidence or information in order to give you my analysis. However, guaranteeing things, there's nothing guaranteed in life. Like, I don't know how people can go out there and guarantee stuff. Like, you can walk down the street and get hit by a car tomorrow. So does that mean that you're guaranteed to see another day? None of us are. So I think my issue with guaranteeing things is giving a wrong perception. And I think most attorneys who do guarantee stuff, especially without knowing everything, I think they're just trying to sell you. And that's my thing. Like, how can you know for a fact, or how can you guarantee? People love guarantees, but ultimately, I bet you in that contract it's going to say, when you sign with the attorney, it says no guarantees, and that's going to trump whatever he tells you or she tells you. So trustworthiness is big. Somebody who's candid, who tells you the truth, who doesn't want to sugarcoat things. I think that's very important, and that's definitely something that we all should strive to be, as well as seek for when trying to look for anybody helping you in general. But in regards to the attorney, it applies the same way. Available. The number 3 for me is availability. Like, attorneys are busy. They're busy people, but you can tell the ones who are going to make an effort to be available for you. When you reach out to them, when you call them, when you email them, they respond. Oftentimes, myself included, I tell my clients, email me, and then we set up a time to meet, because I always give my clients an opportunity to meet with me if necessary. But you have to email me first and schedule an appointment. But I will make time for you. And I think whenever an attorney tells you that, that's big. And whenever an attorney is showing you that they're responsive via email, via phone, text, all those things are very important, because availability is huge. And because you're working in tandem with them, and they need to be responsive to you. And vice versa. Obviously, I'm on the other side, and sometimes my clients aren't responsive. So it's definitely a big thing to have, and that's my knock against these big law firms, because oftentimes it's hard to be available when you have so many clients. So I would personally veer towards more boutique. Well, obviously I'm a little biased because I am a boutique law firm, but to me it's clear, like, you have somebody that is working on your file, you know exactly who they are, and you speak with them directly, and you can reach out to them. You don't have to call an operator, you don't have to get all this crazy stuff, get all this, you gotta run around in circles just to try to get a hold of someone. Availability is big. I think that's very important. Number 4, I would say, the fourth one, I would say specialized. Specialization is big. You don't want an attorney who just does everything. Like, let's go to the doctor's office. A family doctor is typically more general, and that's not a knock on them. But oftentimes, when you have more complicated issues, they refer you to a specialist, and that's kind of like the same way with the legal profession. You don't want a doctor who specializes in heart surgery working on your toe, on your foot, or your ankle surgery. Like, it's just clear logic to me. But sometimes people get skewed, and sometimes lawyers take on additional clients that are not typically in their wheelhouse. It's not saying necessarily that's bad, but I'm just saying you ideally would like somebody who's like more so practices the type of law. Oftentimes that gives them a little bit of heads up. Most attorneys are knowledgeable and smart enough to figure it out, if anything, but it's usually just easier that way. I think it's a good sign. The last factor or trait that I would be looking for in an attorney is that somebody who's experienced, who knows what they're doing, which kind of coincides with experience. I'm sorry, with specialization, but experience in general. I guess experience dealing with you, judges, prosecutors, opposing counsel, all that stuff. However, it's actually the lowest on my totem pole because a lot of people overrate experience, in my opinion, especially in the legal field. After you have like 5 years, 10 years experience, what's the difference? You're doing the same thing over and over again, just different facts, but no, the law is the law. 10 years, 15 years, 20 years after that, it just gets kind of repetitive, and laws change over time. So some things you knew 10 years ago might not be applicable today. So if anything, some of the newer lawyers might be better off knowing the new latest law. But you still need somebody who's experienced. I'd say it's going to be very helpful, but it's not everything. Hello YouTube, please like and subscribe to this channel if you found this video informational, and also comment below if you thought there were some issues that you wanted me to answer and possibly address, as well as any future recommendations for videos. That would be greatly appreciated, and I will be back with future content. Thank you very much. Have a great day.